Dora. You really meant it, didn't you? You were really going to go no contact. It's not like I'm worried about you or anything. I just wonder how you managed to survive on the streets. Is it not a cold world out there? Hi, Mom. Why are you being so cold? It doesn't matter if we're at loggerheads or not. I'm still your mother, you know. Are you really my mother? A woman who's keeping her daughter away from her father is not fit to be called a mother. Oh, how old are you again? 15? You're still too young to understand anything right now. One day in the future, you'll understand that I kept him away from you for your own good. Now stop being silly and get back home. You have a week's worth of work to comb through. A maid. That's all I really am to you, right? You don't care in the least how I have been surviving for the past week. But you're worried about the house chores? If a child can think of stealing her mother's phone and running away, I can bet she had a full-blown plan on how to pull through. So I cannot be worried about that. As a matter of fact, I'm really proud of you for taking that bold step. It means you're really catching on. Oh, for what it's worth, I am a really great teacher. You're unbelievable, Mom. Like you, right? Get back home this instant and get this mess cleaned up. I could not have spent 8 whole hours in the labor room only to have you come into the world and leave all the work for me. These cigar butts aren't going to pick themselves up. And just in case you don't meet me when you get back, the key will be in its usual spot. I'm not coming home until you tell me who my father is. Silly girl. I've told you this a million times. Your father is long gone. He's dead. There's no need telling you who a man is when he no longer exists. To be fair, even if he was alive, he's dead to me. And if he's dead to me, he's inexistent to you. I want a sense of identity, Mom. You know who your father is, don't you? I don't. See? These things are normal around here. All the kids on the block are products of our short-sightedness and foolish errors. You can't be the only one worried about finding your identity. You have to get used to it. You don't have a father. This is your identity. Then get used to not having me around as well. For real? A contact or a name, else I'm not coming. Fine. Check the call log on that phone. His name is Morris. Really? Let me check it out. Found it. There, that's your contact. Now come home and get this place cleaned up. I'm going on a date right now. Again? Do you not get tired of trying every man in the city? That's none of your business, little girl. I'm going out to find us a rich man who'll take care of our bills. And give me another sibling? I have 10 already. I'm tired. Shut up. Hope you gave me the right name this time. Yes, but don't expect too much out of it. I told you before, he's dead.
Hello. Happy birthday, Dora. I wish you all the beautiful things life has to offer.
Huh? I thought you were... You...
I know you might be scared, but there's no need to be. I'm not dead. I'm more alive than you can imagine.
Mom said you were no longer alive. I've been waiting for this day all my life. For 25 years, I've hoped to hear from you one day.
I was never dead. Not even for a single moment.
Can I call you Dad?
No, darling. That's too formal and too quick. You can call me Morris.
But you're my father, aren't you? That silence. I know it too well. You're not my father, too?
No, dear, I'm not.
I was scared, you know. I thought Mom might have been lying to me again. I dreaded the possibility that you weren't my father, but I couldn't help but hope. I forced myself to believe you were the one. And that's why I sent you a text every day for 10 years, hoping you would somehow read it.
I did, Dora. I read your texts every single day for 10 years. And I am really proud of your determination, my beautiful lawyer.
Why did you never text me back then? You always received my messages, but you never seemed to read them. I really thought you were dead.
I did not want to dash your hopes or hurt your feelings. And I did not want you to stop sending those messages either.
So why did you do it?
You see, that very day you sent your first text was the day I lost my only daughter.
Wow, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you don't need to be. You were my compensation. Your texts every day gave me a reason to hope. You made me feel like my Zara was still there.
Oh, I'm still so confused.
Oh, it's understandable. Ask me anything. I'll tell you everything you need to know.
Why did Mom give me your number when she knew you were not my dad?
I guess it was because I was just recently involved in a fatal accident that claimed my left leg. I'm sure she thought I was dead.
Okay, so... But is there no way you could be my father?
Truth be told, I did have a fling with Anita. But being a man of integrity, I ran a DNA test to confirm your paternity when she brought it up.
And?
It was negative. I even have proof.
No! I really thought I'd found my father.
I know. You've told me a whole lot about your dream of having him walk you down the aisle.
I might have to give up on that dream now. My wedding is in 3 months.
I'm sorry that I'm not your biological father, but I am willing to help you look for him.
Really?
Yeah, I believe he is alive. I've even been compiling a long list of men I know of that could potentially be your father. That was going to be my gift to you today.
OMG, that's... I don't know what to say.
7 Bentonore Drive, the last floor. That's my restaurant. Let's meet up, okay?
Okay. You lying, cheating scumbag! What? Watch your tongue, young woman! You told me Morris was dead! You told me he was my father! Okay. What do you mean, okay? You lied to me! Again! Ugh, what does it matter? It's not like it would change anything if you knew who your father is. How can you even say that? I want to know who my father is, Mom. Is that too much to ask? I did not ask to be born. Why do I have to be the one struggling for an identity when you keep jumping from one rich man's bed to the other? So let me get this straight. You just called to insult me. My wedding is in 3 months, Mom. I want my father to walk me down the aisle. I was going to do it with Morris's photograph because I thought he was my father. But now that I know he's not, I just really want to find my father. Come to the house. We can talk this out. Talk? I don't want to talk anymore. What do you want to tell me? That I should get used to being fatherless? That I should take it lying down just like the other kids on the block? That's old news. I cannot come all the way there for nonsense. Then I cannot help you. What? I can't help you. Besides, it's too late to know who he is. I mean, you've got your life figured out, you know. You practically don't need a father. You are just so evil. See, Dora, I don't have the time to be trading words with you right now. I'm actually running late for my date with a money bag I just found. Mom! You need to tell me who my father is, else I'm not coming home. Back to old tricks, I see. You make me laugh, Dora. Those things don't move me anymore. I literally have 11 other children to fall back to. You're the least of my worries. Okay, fine. Then you cannot come to my wedding. What did you say? You are uninvited. You do not deserve to share in my joy. OMG, Dora. How much more desperate can you get? What do I have to gain from being in your broke-ass wedding? You're getting married to a nobody. I cannot be found in such gatherings. I hate you! I have to rush on my Tinder date right now. Good luck finding your inexistent father.
Hello, Dora.
Hi, Uncle Morris.
How are you?
Ugh, I'm frustrated.
Why?
Nothing we have done so far is working. We've checked out 9 of the 11 men you listed, and none has turned out to be the one. I'm fast running out of patience and money. I cannot keep paying fares for long trips to different cities in search of something I could have found if my crazy mother just told me.
I understand your frustrations, Dora, but we should at least be glad they all consented to DNA testing. What if they said no? You would have been double frustrated by now.
It's funny, but not funny. I just wish we can make some progress.
We will. You just have to keep your hopes up.
When? I don't even feel like trying anymore. Maybe I should just give up on my childhood dreams.
You cannot give up now, dear. You've come such a long way to stop now. We're going to finish what we started. And if we're unable to find your real father, then so be it.
Is there anybody you think it might be from the two?
It's hard to say, but we'll just do what we can and leave the rest up to nature. Even though I'm kind of worried about something.
What is it?
Kennedy Woodsworth.
That's one of the last two men on the list. What about him?
I doubt he'll consent to taking a test.
Why? Who would reject the idea of finding his lost child?
Well, a man who doesn't need one would. And Kennedy is one of such men. We used to be friends back in the day. Best of friends, even. But our friendship grew sour when Anita came between us.
Okay.
They were dating at first, but Anita left him because he was broke at the time.
Oh, typical mom.
She got with me briefly after that, just to spite him. And that was how she broke up our friendship.
Wow.
But things have changed today. He's the founder and CEO of Woods & Co., one of the fastest-growing construction firms in Maxon City. He's so rich that Anita would be flustered if she found out she ditched a guy with so much potential out of greed. But he has a strong reputation for being a no-nonsense kind of guy. It's not even sure I can help you approach him for a DNA test, as I did with the others, for shame of what I did to him 26 years ago.
So what do we do now?
I don't know.
You know how you've been asking me what gift you'll give me for my wedding?
Yes, what about that?
This is it. We'll go to see Mr. Woodsworth together. Hi, Dora. Happy wedding day. I would have asked how the wedding was getting along, but I don't really care. Guess what happened? I ignored your uninvitation and came to your wedding anyway. Even though you changed the venue just to get away from me. But that's not even the best part. You'll not believe who I came with. Kingston McAlery. You should know him. He's the CEO of G-Way Automobiles, and most importantly, the new man in my life. Oh, I'm sure you can't relate to all this luxury. That's why you're not replying to my texts, huh? I told you I'm still young and attractive. I can get any of the rich men that I want. I would have said that I can also steal your husband, but there will be no need for that because he's a broke dumbass. Well, not to worry. You'll see me on the dance floor in a bit. Why are you not responding? Oh, the wedding is already on. Let's see what we have here, shall we? Oh, this is definitely more lavish than I was expecting. Actually, it's really exquisite. Dora, are you sure you did not lie to me that your husband was an accountant? Oh, you finally got someone to walk you down the aisle. I'm pretty sure they're dumb broke asses as well. You even got 2 men to walk you down the aisle. What do I see? Oh, Morris? I told you you could only get broke men to work with you. This one's not just broke, but with a broken leg too. See him limping and resting on his clutches. You're practically the one walking him down the aisle. And who's the other one? Is that Kennedy? What is he doing here? How dare you, you ungrateful imp! Excuse me? You found Kennedy and you didn't think to tell me? That's a little demanding, don't you think? I'm an adult, married woman now. You don't think I'll be telling you everything I do you? I think this is all my fault. The reason you're still able to text me and talk rubbish is because I haven't blocked you on all platforms yet. You cannot even do that! Wanna bet? I'll do it now, and 1,000,000 times over if I have to. You were wicked and selfish and materialistic to the point that you did not care at all what impact your stupid actions had on me or any of my siblings. You cannot speak to me in that tone of voice, young lady. Oh, but I can, because you deserve to be spoken to that way, and even worse. You're not a mother and should not be regarded as one. That is not for you to decide, Dora. I brought you into this world. I call the shots. You did, but not anymore. I have finally found my real father. My childhood dream of having my father walk me down the aisle came true. Only I had it even better. I had 2 fathers walk me down the aisle yesterday, and it was the most glorious thing I've ever experienced. Though I was somewhat hurt by the fact that Uncle Morris was more of a father to me in 3 months than you've been a mother all my life. But does that matter anymore? Shake my head, not really. I also got to marry the man of my dreams. My life is going great, and you do not have a part in it. That's unfair. No, unfair is you abandoning the father of your first child simply because he was broke. He could not give me the $1 million I needed then for my cosmetic procedure. He didn't want me to be in the trend like all the other ladies. Can you blame me for wanting what I want? So I had to dump his sorry ass. It will shock you to know that his ass isn't so sorry anymore. Huh? He's now massively wealthy and owns different 13-figure earning companies globally. What? How? It can't be. Kennedy cannot be more than a hotel janitor. He didn't even get a college degree. Well, we can say the tables have turned. Huh. You know the new hall that was used for my wedding? The elegant outfits and exquisite food and decor? Those were all last-minute changes by my dad. I'm glad you stubbornly showed up at the wedding, even though I asked you not to. At least you got to see me living the new lavish life you could never have. That will teach you to be less materialistic and start working on building valuable relationships. Can you guys take me back? What did you say? Turn up the volume a bit, I couldn't hear you. I want back into your lives. Yours and Kennedy's as well. I'm really sorry for all that happened in the past. I was really stupid and foolish and... You don't have to rain abuses on yourself. If I did not know you well enough, I'd think you were genuinely sorry. But I know that every step you take is for your own selfish interests. Come on, Dora. Please have mercy on me. I'm still your mother. All your siblings have moved away now. I'm all alone. I need the money. You lost every right to be my mother the day you blatantly refused to help me find my father. You knew who he was and still kept him away from me. Because I did not want you to be affiliated with poverty. Don't you get it? I was trying to protect you. Everything I've done is for you and your siblings. But I never get the credit I deserve. Thank you, but I'm no longer interested. You can take your goodwill someplace else. Fine! Pay me then! Huh? You cannot just wake up one morning and decide to choose your father over me. You have to pay me for all the years I single-handedly took care of you. You have to pay me for all the meals you ate for free under my roof. I need a $10 million settlement. I'm sure you know that's not happening. If you don't pay me, I'll sue you. You won't be getting a dime from me or my father. You're just a creepy person. Please stay as far away from me as you can. Me? Creepy? Oh, you haven't seen creepy yet. I'll come all the way to your hotel and camp outside your room for as long as it takes for you to give me my money. You're not going to do that, Mom. You think? You've done a lot of crazy things in the past already. So I would advise you to protect the little dignity you have left. Don't make any further mistakes. You'll pay for this, Dora! You will! If you thought Anita wouldn't keep to her threats, think again. She clearly learned nothing from the events that unfolded earlier. Instead, Dora woke up the next morning to find her mother cradled up in a camp tent right in front of their honeymoon resort. The minute she set sights on her dumbfounded daughter, she held up a crazy-looking placard and continuously chanted the words, "Pay me my money!" Anita's screams eventually alerted the other guests at the resort and ultimately security agents who had her picked up and thrown out. It was later discovered that one of Dora's siblings ratted out her exact location to their crazy mother, following threats that she was going to harm herself. And funny enough, all of this was just to get Kennedy's attention, or maybe some of his money too. She clearly didn't plan well enough though, because her actions only made Kennedy dislike her more. Not to mention Dora and her newlywed husband, who moved cities after they decided Anita would be better off in a psychiatric home. Years passed after this, and Dora had 3 beautiful children with her husband. They worked hard to maintain a happy and stable relationship so that their children would not have to go through all that Dora experienced in her past.